There we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I have been doing a lot of shiny hunting, actually, back in Shield version. I've been trying to go for the shiny Archaludon. I've cleared out maybe 10 boxes of eggs today. So I've done about 300 Masuda eggs already for Archaludon, apart from everything you've done. So second Archaludon is definitively double odds over. So, not double odds over odds. Ugh, words are hard. Hello, it's Wizard J. How you doing? Also, speaking of that, I've also been editing a lot of the shorts because I've been needing to do a whole lot of that. Because we are actually running out of shorts for the channel that are presently uploaded, so I'm basically going to go through and filling out the rest of them. I'm not even a third finished, probably not even a quarter finished with editing all the shorts, and I'm already up to over 40 of them. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Oh, nice, David, nice. Archer, your headache gone? Hope you have been resting. And how is everyone else doing today? Hope you are all doing well. And if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I also think I have decided to give up on the shiny marked scholar EV hunt. I am getting tired of many. Welcome to the club, Jade. Welcome to the club. Yeah, I think I've just given up on the shiny marked intellectual Glaceon hunt. Because I did a little bit of it today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how long this is going to take. And I was like, okay, you know what, we're done with this. We're not doing this anymore. So I decided to end we're done with the shiny Eevee hunt. We ended off with over, what, 27 shiny Eevee? Oh, I lost. I give up. I haven't had any headaches. Okay, that's good. At least your headaches have gone away. That's good. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to have an early stream. Tomorrow's going to be Shiny Mimikyu back in Ultra Moon. Fun. It's going to be very early, so we're gonna figure that out. My wisdom teeth being out at pain has been. Ah. That kind of makes sense because it could have been done with the nerve. Yeah, that makes sense a little bit. Hello there, Omar. How are you doing today? How do you do? How's everyone else doing today? Hope you're all doing very, 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 very well. So yeah, so we've only got 2 version exclusives left. Spirit Tomb and Mimikyu. Spirit Tomb we're probably not going to get for a while because I still have not figured out what we're going to do about the Tomb Face. That's probably going to be Masuda, or it's going to be back in the Legends Abacus. Not how dare you stream when I have class tomorrow. No, it's Thursday is the Indigo disc. Indigo disc is Thursday. If I recall correctly. Glad you're doing well, Omar. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, because tomorrow... Yeah, because tomorrow is the 12th. Oh, no, it's 14. Wait. Is it the 15th? Is it 14th or 15th? Yes, actually, that would be Wednesday. Would that... Wait. Is it Wednesday? No. Wait. I'm losing my mind. Blueberry Academy, December 31st. That's not Beautiful Blueberry appearing in the Academy Thursday, December 31st. Oh, Thursday, December. Blueberry Academy, Milkree. Ah. If you go this Thursday, December, UTC time. Okay. Interesting. What are the 40? 30? Would that be Wednesday? I mean, my brain is just paced right now. The leakers said that Pokemon Home's announced updates. We know. Hello there, Talking with Heart. How are you doing today? Welcome. Are you new here? Home update's the 14th in midnight UTC time. Well, that will be Wednesday for us. That would be our Wednesday in that case, because we are Eastern Standard Time. I've just completely lost my mind. But again, we knew I was losing my mind for a while. I mean, the Teal Mask came out at 8 p.m. the day before. Well, remember, it's 8 p.m. the day before is that time in UTC time. It goes by UTC time zone. That's why we get it early in air quotes, because when it's 8 p.m. for us, it is 0000 UTC time. This is why time zones are stupid. But hello there, 501st. How are you doing? Come on to the miles to go grab pose. Been here for a while, just jump to the chat. Ah, welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, we got some plans. I'm probably gonna be spending. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Mimikyu one, so that's the plan for that. Duraludon I'm probably gonna work on off screen. Yeah, I mean the Chinese been going pretty well. Chinese been going pretty good. Still waiting for the EBL prep everything, because that's gonna be fun. Yeah, EBL draft begins the 18th. So I am not looking forward to getting almost last pick. And I'm not making any definitive statements to you, Mudkip, about Pokemon I want to get. Because I know you're going to pull the same thing that you did with Ash. I will show I am smarter than the forehead. I have not started Hunter x Hunter. I have not started it yet. Meta, how's Wednesday standard time? Will it be Wednesday? It should be the same time as normal. It should be like 8 p.m. 8 or 7 p.m. I think. 14th home is going to be maintenance. Oh, okay. So it reopens on the 15th. I mean, they have smartened up to learn we're not gonna update home until after, you know, the DLC also releases. They are smartening up. Just need one more Shine Flabébé to every code the entire family. Every code in the entire family. Need one more Shine Flabébé, and then I have every other. I mean, you can change the color of Flabébé at will. Yes, it would be 7 with Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings time. But you can change the color of your Flabébé family with the nectar in the shops, the same way that it works with Oricorio, that's what its name is. I always wondered why they had just different colors of the Flabébé families. Like they don't have stat differences and they don't have type differences. At least the Oricorio family, they do have differences in stats, and a lot of stats, they have a difference in typing and Revelation Dance. Which, if I believe, Revelation Dance operates the same way Raging Bull does with Paldean Tauros in its type changing. So if you like Terrastalize an Oricorio, Revelation Dance, I believe, also changes as well. Yes, I'm doing a shiny living. I mean, I am also doing a shiny living dex. But you can change the form at will of every Flabébé family. So like a white flower one can become a red flower, can become a blue, can become a yellow, can become an orange. That's why I didn't also get 8 total shiny Deerling, because you can change the forms at will. You can change all of the forms at will. Which is fun. That way I can get all the deck spots filled with the shiny. I guess there's a difference for every person. Like, I'm not doing a shiny of every regional variant. So I'm not doing, like, shiny Persian, shiny Alolan Persian, shiny Meowth, shiny Alolan Meowth, and shiny Galarian Meowth. I do Meowth, a Persian, and Berserker. Because I see it as it's just one single, like, it's a single species. Yeah, I don't really do shiny races. Unless, like, it's a specific shiny race stream, I don't really do them, because... I don't know, shiny race with Masuda method feels a bit weird. Yeah, it's easier to get them this way, since it's 1 in 20 odds without the charm. Wow, that's insane. Yeah, shiny Floette family sucks to shiny hunt. So this is a good call. It was not fun when we had to shiny hunt ours. We got 2 shiny Floette, and we just needed 1 shiny Flabebe. We didn't even do it with an outbreak. It was just single fairy and counter power sandwich. We ended up getting it, and very, very quickly at that. But it was not a fun idea. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. No, I'm not going to... Actually, I believe there's only 8 different Alchemy Shiny. Because remember, every Alchemy Shiny is like, it's black. So the only difference between every Shiny Alchemy is just the sweets, the sweet decorations. They don't have the different color pattern, it's just every single Alchemy is the same color when it's a Shiny. So that way, that actually makes... So even then, it makes that actually significantly easier. It would just be 1 for every sweet. I'm on anxiety mode. Oh, why are you on anxiety mode? Why are you on anxiety mode? Thank you very much for having Nafi's link, please, Kayla. Thank you, and thank you. Welcome. But, you know, I am not going for 1 of every Alchemy. I've gotten 5 shiny Flabebe, 5 shiny Floette, and 4 shiny Florges now. 1 of each more. Just need 1 flower for the orange. So meta, did I scare you with the team, add exhaustion to the team? I didn't see your team, David Das. You're not gonna get 1 shot of every spin, partner. No! No! I am not getting spin to shiny. Breeding can be the roll of the dice with shiny charm, because I tried breeding 500 days of Brevard and never got it. Breed 500 day. Maybe the shiny over 10 days. Well, that's the, Devin Stewart, that's the same way it is with shinies in general. It's just... Your odds of getting a shiny with Masuda method is 1 in 512. So technically both of them were under odds. It's just Masuda method is longer than other methods in this game. The same exact pattern, spin to easy. Nah, not doing that. Yeah, shiny charm is 1 in 512 odds with Masuda method. Yeah, it's shiny hunting in general is just pure RNG. There is a dice roll is just shiny hunting intrinsically. It's the nature of the method. It's just when it comes to Masuda method, it takes longer to do relative to other encounter methods with this game specifically. Because if you did Masuda back in Gen 8, and you did encounter method back in Gen 8, their Masuda method is much, much faster than encounter method because your odds are better for Masuda method. But with Scarlet Violet, your encounter time for everything is you're seeing, what, 5, 10... 15, 20 encounters per minute when it comes to, you know, sandwich hunting. With Masuda method, you're getting maybe 5 eggs every 3-4 minutes. So, it's slower by comparison, despite having better odds, because you just go through, encounters so much faster in overworld methods. I'd pay someone 10 grand to get 10 of every spin pattern today in 24 hours without cheating. Yeah, let's go. Yes, that team. Now Zacian in space, right? I would say debatably that is more terrifying than just Groudon and Kyogre. Because one-handed, it's Zacian. And a turn test is a base 130 speed. That thing is freaking fast. Possession turns are terrifying. Oh my gosh, a 10. That'd be insane. Ooh. Then again, if you have enough game systems, mass outbreak of Pichu? I literally wanted another thing. I would say RNG manipulation would not be allowed. I mean, I'm someone who's like, there is, like, RNG manipulation falls into cheating. At least, like, that's my personal status of things. Like, it may not be the letter of cheating, but in spirit, I would say it is. That I'm skipping class. Do not skip class tomorrow, Archer. Do not skip class. Do not skip class. Class is important. But yeah, I would say RNG manipulation would count as cheating. Just... Again, it's not to the letter of cheating, but it's the spirit, essentially. You know, you're artificially doing something to reduce odds. Now, I know with RNG manipulation, there's a timing degree involved. Like, for certain frames, because RNG stuff back in the older games is freaking weird. But I would say any alterations like that would count as cheating. Stay in school, can't stay in... Exactly, Temper Tetchy. Also, one of the mods go grab Temper Tetchy's link, please. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing delightful. How then do you feel about AFK method for getting shiny legs? Do you think it? That I wouldn't say is RNG manipulation. Like, that's... I mean, that's not really RNG manipulation. RNG manipulation is where you do something to change the values of the coding, or you do something that causes the game to output a very specific thing basically on command. AFK method is just you're sitting there and waiting for the game to do something by pure randomness. You know, you're not directly affecting the way the game processes things. So I would say AFK is not RNG manipulation. Doing great. Glad you're doing well. Depends on the pattern. Yes, for the shiny. Yeah. Meta, if I skip players in Mario with ASMR. I will do that anyway, Archer. Do not skip school. School is very, very important, okay? Do you understand? Do not skip school at all. Don't just go, friends. Don't just go. But do not forget to leave a like and subscribe as well. We had tomorrow's Masuda Mimikyu hunt. Hopefully we hit odds with that. Always happy to help. Always happy to help. Good. I'm glad you understand, Archer. I'm glad you understand. Good. Very, 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 very good. Always good. Yeah, not sure how long tonight's stream is going to end up being, because my brain have to get up very early tomorrow, because of the early stream. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Yeah, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to it. School's important. Don't be like me, even though I passed it. Honestly, like, the same thing was with me, Nafi. I'm not proud of that, but yes, that happened with me. Which ability is better for Houndstone, Sand Rush or Fluffy? I've never used Houndstone, but both of them have their uses. If you're running a sand team, you'll want to go with Sand Rush. But otherwise, Fluffy I would say is far better. You know, again, if you're running something like Tyranitar on your team, you will want Sand Rush. Because Tyranitar has Sandstream. And that's a very, very good ability to have. Somebody called me spoon-fed because I broke the game with my shiny luck. What did you get, Omar? What did you do? Did the forehead call you spoon-fed? Because we know the forehead is wrong about many things. Namely, them saying Pikachu is good. Factually incorrect statements. Favorite class, guitar class? Houndstone is good. Houndstone is indeed good boy. We don't know yet. Yeah, David. I make things up as I go. Very rarely do I plan things out more than 3 hours in advance. So when I have a plan, something is wrong. Just for future reference. If I have a plan, expect something is shenanigans. Sandrush Lash Aspects. Killer, you leave a drug. To that Nafy, I introduce you normal type. How do you hit a normal type with last respects? The answer is the neat part. You don't. That's the neat part. You don't. And I mean, then Sandstorm just wears off, and then it's just you're not that fast anymore. Don't go zoom. There is no plan. Chaotic good. Exactly, Temper. You have understood the ways of the channel. And a random shiny Applin with 0 speed IV Mono Changer. Holy crap, dude. Omar, dial it back. You need to save some shiny luck for the rest of us. That's why I can't get the stupid fish. And yes, I am breeding every single one of these with a 0 physical attack IV for competitive purposes. That's why I said left unchecked, keeping a normal type for keeping check. That's not a check, that's a counter. There are a very big difference between checks and counters. Also, Intimidate works, Dark types work, Reflect works, Stalling out the Sandstorm works. Physical walls work. Fluffy users work. There's a number of ways around it. I mean, the other part also is, if they're setting up Sand and then they're using Sandrush, that means they technically only have 4 turns of Sandstorm to use unless they're using a Smooth Rock Tyranitar. Which, if you're using Smooth Rock Tyranitar... Fish! Shiny fish! We have only version exclusives and Spiritomb left. I guess we're going over to Duraludon. We're going over to Dura. And it is a female. It is female Milotic. Quirky. Oh, somewhat vain. Somewhat vain shiny Milotic. Can you get anything more perfect than that? It's perfection. It is absolute perfection right there, people. We win. You lose. Game over. We're switching over to Duraludon. We are switching over to Duraludon. Let's hacking go, people. Please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for the Milotic. It's too good. Oh, don't worry, Nafy. Nafy, even if the game shuts off, I still have all the eggs. Like, the game could cut out right now. The egg would still be there. I can just hatch it and it's immediately still there. So long as you have collected the eggs and saved, the egg doesn't go away. And I have had these eggs for probably 2 days. So this fish is safe. I am extremely cavalier about this because we have won. But welcome in, Godzilla Fan 2023 Productions. How are you doing tonight? Today's been delightful. We go over to Dura. We go over to building Dura. Duraludon. By basement flooded. How does that happen, Archer? That's not good. Exactly. I don't worry, Nafy. I am several steps ahead. See, again, I might not have a plan. Generally. But I do have preparations. To be honest, I'm using my shiny Yasuian Samurott from a water type with 5 perfect IVs, capped to 6Q, quiet nature, max activity. Nice. Very, very nice. Yes, I am, David, we've been over this before. I am ready for the DLC. I am exceptionally ready for the DLC. So Feebas was entirely under odds. The fish looks like Sly. Don't be mean to my Feebas. Do not be mean to Feebas. Do not put it in the same league as Sly Man Boomer of Guy. Feebas is ugly cute. Sly is not. Enough said. And that is all that I will be saying about that statement. So we're just going to finish hatching. We're going to finish the sandwich until... We'll finish the meal power, and then we'll just switch over to Shiny Dur again. That's the plan. I had the hot water broken, it leaked into my brother's room, but that is not good. So Wednesday, my brain feels mush. Ugliest. My brain feels... Trubbish is ugly. I don't know. I don't really think Trubbish is that ugly. Like, if I had to say what I think was the ugliest Pokemon, it probably would be... Like, for me, it's the most visually unappealing Pokemon. And I will say, there's a sort of, like, weird charm to Trubbish. Maybe not Garbodor as much, like, there is a sort of ugly cute to Trubbish. But, like, just visually unappealing, I would say has to go to Muck or Grimer. Look, a Alolan Muck, I actually like the design of it. It's colorful, I like the sharp teeth. I think Alolan Muck actually has a very good design. Regular Muck, I just think is visually unappealing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't quite think Garbodor is ugly. I think there's more visual appeal to Garbodor than Muck. But for visually unappealing, I will say Alolan Meowth. Not Alolan Meowth. Alolan Persian. Alolan Persian. Its face is a watermelon. Its face is a freaking watermelon. I don't hate Bruxish. I'm actually gonna check when the Indigo disc releases, like what time, just to make sure. Okay, the Indigo disc releases at 1 a.m. UTC time on the 14th, very likely. So, let's see, 1 a.m. UTC time, conversion to Eastern Standard Time. 1 a.m. UTC time, convert Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we will still probably be getting it at 8 p.m. So, we probably are getting it Wednesday at that point then. Which is weird, because they don't generally release that stuff on... Generally, everything they do is on Thursdays. Actually, I'm trying to think of a team to bring to DLC to. Stella Shine, Samurott, Haxor, Snorlax, Ogre, Ousting, Skill Village, Shiny Sandy Shocks, and Shiny Houndsome. Very nice. 13th. Yes, exact. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, that's now, okay, we figured that out. So it will be Wednesdays when the DLC is releasing. That's pretty good. Having trouble figuring exactly what time it is. What time is it right now for you, Temper? Because I could do a little bit of mental math for that. Yeah, Can't Wait's gonna be great. Man, I may have done something slightly coming for you. What I said. What did you do that made Sly say he's coming for me? Because we both knew that was already happening. He's out for my head after the EBL. Call Sly. No! No, I will not be doing that. Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll be doing that on Thursday. Wait, 1 a.m. my time? I thought it was gonna be 2 a.m. Wait, temper. Having exactly on the 13th. It is 9:30 p.m. 9:30 p.m. for you right now. Interesting. So you're 30 minutes offset from me. Well, I mean, it would be this time on Wednesday. So it would be 9:30 p.m. on the 13th for you, I believe, is what it would be. Possibly 8:30. If it releases at midnight UTC time, it will be 8:30. If it releases at 1 a.m. UTC time, it will be 9:30. Should I switch that Houndstone for... Honestly, I stick with Houndstone. I would recommend the Houndstone, because I'm a big proponent of when it comes to the modern Pokemon games. Well, I'm a big proponent of it whenever playing a Pokemon game, using Pokemon from that region. So, you know, playing Galar, I use only Pokemon that were introduced within Galar, or Pokemon that had a final evolution added in Galar, or are Galarian forms. With Paldea, only using Pokemon that were added in Paldea is kind of like my... It is 8:02 p.m. for me. Oh my gosh, what did you do, Archer? Archer. There's gonna need to be a discussion after this.
Meta stream. I'm calling meta.
Yeah, they know. I told Archer not to insult Feebas by equating it to you.
You mudda-sucker. You calling me a Feebas?
I didn't call you a Feebas. I said it is an insult to equate Feebas with you.
Wow, you are literally just the tail end of Magikarp, and just the tail end.
Hey, at least Magikarp turns into Gyarados, alright? At least Magikarp evolves into something useful.
Gyarados is evolving into a full-on Gyarados? No.
It's still a part of Gyarados.
Evolving into a decapitated slug.
10% of Gyarados is still 10% more of a Gyarados than you are, Sly. It sucks to suck. Archer, words are gonna need to be exchanged later. Yep, welcome in, Temper. Welcome to the chaos. Hi, Forehead. Okay, so we got the shiny Milotic. Can I change? Actually, let me go and just change the title of things, because we're going to be switching over to shiny Duraludon hunting. Because I would ideally like to try to get shiny Duraludon tonight. No, not Legends Abacus. Not Llama Apocalypse. Switching out that for Shield. It's funny, I was doing this all day, hatched about 300 eggs of Duraludon, and now we are back to shiny hunting for Duraludon in this thing. How come you don't allow... Oh, I'm not allowed to be in VC with you. I'm not in VC with Sly. Archer said Archer insulted Sly, so I had to go tell Sly off, Forehead. Alright? It was a calculated decision. Shiny Milotic. Shiny hunting Archaludon. There we go. Yes, let's go pick up the eggs. Ah, so many eggs. So many eggs. Alright, it's, the different control scheme. The different control scheme of this game always freaking throws me off. I will not let you scream at me, Ash. Because I'll just mute you again. Just as last time was done. Meta, so I named Dura Togami. I have no idea what that name means. I don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. Hello there, Grass Chapel. Thanks. It's remind me. Being to be Hybrid Ball Dorado. Nice. Yeah, I go Beast Ball because the Beast Ball is probably my favorite Pokeball. Don't worry, Grass Champo 1. None of us here can type. You are among good company, especially Ash, who suffers from major skill issues of typo issues. Always did love the art style of this game. BT's entire game perfect, even though they get perfect issues. Honestly, I didn't really. Can someone please explain the tree, the whole tree Can someone please explain the whole tree controversy to me? Because I do not understand it, and I never have. Oh, so my Houndstone, it's a special defense plus. My special attack was wondering if the EV spread. I just go max speed, max physical attack. Generally, if doing story playthrough things, always go highest, always max out whatever offensive stat you're using. In general, I just go max speed. I do not suffer from typos. Nice work. You also messed up typo. You spelled T-Y-O-P-S. You are just proving my point, Ash. I don't even care if people look at the N64 trade never just. I didn't. I still don't know what people are talking about when they say that, because it's like I mean, if you're going to Pokemon games even if you're looking at Pokemon and just Nintendo games as a whole, for the most hyper beefy, super realistic graphics, I think you might be missing something. The Pokemon and Nintendo have never really been like the most hyper graphics thing ever. It's like, I don't care if they look bad. Factually accurate statements, Ash. Yeah, for me it's like, okay, I don't mind. So long as the game mechanics work correctly, I'm perfectly fine. That's the reason why I don't care about any of like the weird frame glitches that happen in in Sword and Shield, not Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, where it's like, yeah, things just blip out for a second and they just come right back immediately. Like, that doesn't matter to me. But if I'm playing a Pokemon game and I try and use, you know, a move that should be super effective on a certain typing, and that move, this entire typing doesn't affect that type of Pokemon, that is a concern I have. And yes, that is a not so subtle jab at a certain game. And I do not roll that back.
It's not mean if it's true, Ash. It's not mean if it's true.
Hey Lucas, how you doing? Exactly, gameplay and how fun it is all that is important to me. Which is why if a game can't be played correctly, or at least the game does not when a game cannot be played the way it is intended, these glitches dominate how it has to function, that is an issue for me. Your name is very, very scary. This book was that cute and cartoony. You would never. Exactly. It's like, that's why like the Pokken tournament thing kind of like weirds me out. I was like, yeah, like the definition and detailing looks really good on them. But if every Pokemon game going forward had that level of detailing for every Pokemon, it'd be a little weird. They don't look quite photorealistic, but they look way too realistic to be like naturally sitting.
I'm not gonna stop, Ash. You can't stop me. What are you gonna do, Shorty? What you gonna do?
Skill issues. Skill issues you suffer from. Also, no one noticed I shaved. Nobody noticed. It looks so much better without that stupid leeching parasite on my face. Yeah, for me, it's just gameplay is fun. Like, I would rather play a game meta, smooth, but still meta. Paradox continues to befuddle me when I saw something who looked exactly like you again. There are doppelgangers. I will donate for you to stop. Imagine if we released Pokemon Red, not Fire Red, to the colors and no charms and gems with shinies. The funny thing is, Lucas, one of my friends who he doesn't play Pokemon. He's aware of Pokemon, but he doesn't really play Pokemon. Like, turn-based things are not his cup of tea. But he said this, and this is something that kills me, because I laugh whenever he says it. But at the same time, it is completely and totally correct. They could re-release Gen 1 of Pokemon. You know, Gen 1 Red, Gen 1 Blue, Gen 1 Green, Gen 1 Yellow, etc., etc. And the only difference between the version of the original games and, like, this new re-released hypothetical version is just they added color. It was just as glitchy, it was just as buggy, every single exploit would happen. You could do the same glitches you could before. Every mechanic is the exact same, with, like, attack stats and defensive stats not changing when you level up, and they bypass everything with crits. Crits being based on speed. And people would still say they changed the game, it doesn't play right. Even if all that changed was just the color palette. And the fact that that is so true causes me physical pain, but also absolutely slays me with laughter. Meta, my friend. Is DM what you said? I don't follow Archer, I don't track.
You won't donate, Forehead. You won't.
It's time for Building Dragon. In total, from yesterday, we've already probably gone up. That's this Pokemon community. Exactly. Exactly. You are exactly. See, that's the reason why, for me, it's just gameplay is the only thing that matters. Like, I enjoy competitive Pokemon. I love it. But, for me, a fun experience of being able to load up a game, go through the entire story with a team, you know, experiment with competitive, do some shiny hunting, and, you know, play against my friends. That's the most important thing for me. You know, just being able to have fun is the singular most important thing for me with a game. It's one of the reasons why I say we need more Pokemon like Cramorant. Things that are just silly, things that are just funny. We don't need more things that are like super competitive heavyweights like Incineroar. We just need the silly fun things. We need the shenanigans, we need the nonsense, we need the silly. Just don't catch a missing note, will destroy your Nintendo Switch. Oh, I don't have any of the older games on my thing. We do not accept that Kanto stuff here on Prime Future Unova Real Estate. I'm setting you what I said, just lie about what I said. Ah, I see. No Cramorant. Yes, more Cramorant, Ash. Always more Cramorant. We have the creatures to get to raise a good team. Exactly. See, that is what I would say the ideal is for the community, Temper. But welcome in Jimmy Woo Productions. Welcome in. Can one of the mods go grab Jimmy Woo's link, please? Ash, I'll leave Kanto alone when you stop typoing. Which is never gonna happen. Welcome in, Jimmy Woo. Welcome in. Always more Cramorant. Always. Why every... No, they're not shiny. That's just the animation that has... That's the animation that plays when you hatch an egg. None of these Duraludon are shiny. Because I actually do have a shiny Duraludon. There we go. Yeah, this is my shiny Dura. The metal is a lot darker. And also, when you have a shiny, there'll be that little sparkle thingy next to the dragon typing. So all of these are just not shiny. It's just that's the animation that plays whenever you hatch an egg. I don't want to see any more Kanto remakes. Thank you! Thank you, Temper! Temper, I already like you more than Ash. Like, you are of same brain cell. You are of same singular brain cell that I am. Yes, New Jerseyan. Yes, forehead of New Jersey. Forehead, you are lucky there is an Iowa named after your state. You are very lucky in Iowa shares your state's name. Cramorant is pretty cool, I remember. Look, Cramorant's just funny. Yeah, it's very hard to tell sometimes with a Pokemon like Dura. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Pretty dog work. You're the best boy. Honestly, I really do like Kieran. It's just that the Kieran that we are seeing is not the real Kieran. Kieran has been body jacked. DLC 1 was Invasion of the Body Jackers, alright? Dude is a literal flesh puppet. Iowa Forehead, this is why history is important. This is why history is an important thing. There were 4 battleships of the Iowa class. One of them was called the New Jersey. Ash, do you not remember when I said what the naming scheme of my EBL team was? They were all ships. They were all named after ships. That was why Dialga was called New Jersey. We've been over this many times. Kieran a million times cooler than cuter than Iris. I don't know. I like Iris's design. Part 2, Kieran needs help. Yeah, Kieran needs help. Buddy is everything is not good. I also said that he is... See, Archer. We know Sly is factually inaccurate. We know Sly is always inaccurate, much like Ash is. That's why they get along very well. They're both factually inaccurate. Not to get mushy, but I always love Kieran. And I am from New Jersey. Yes, I know Forehead. I know Forehead. Just remember, New Jersey is called Big J, and you are small A. Kieran needs to undye. He's probably going to undye his hair, because remember, Kieran is not Kieran. The Kieran you know is not the Kieran that we actually have to go against. It's like... it's gonna be really, really funny. I mean, funny in, like, a sick, twisted version of funny if, like, the same thing kind of happens in DLC 2, where it's like, yeah, we just don't get a legendary. I think it is hair dye, because, like, there is a little bit of purple on, like, the underside of his hair, but those are highlights. You know, it's... There is no way just flipping up all of his hair, like the way he has it, will just make everything go purple. His hair is black. Dude, his hair is black normally. What about Pokemon that look really stupid silly? They actually OP. What about Pokemon that are stupid silly but are actually broken or OP? What was that about, Temper? What was that about the thing? That's because Pokemon community butchers about bullying news. Like, for me, I've always said we need more Pokemon that are just silly and amusing. We don't need Pokemon that are OP. Like, that's why I really like Duraludon, because Duraludon is not, like, super overpowered. It's good, but it's, like, okay at best. And then you got Cramorant. Like, Cramorant is not great, but Cramorant's just funny. You know, we don't need things that are, like, as strong as something like Corviknight, which is Corviknight's just freaking insane. I mean, I love Corviknight, but, like, that thing is really freaking strong. I think it's just the hair's underside of his hair. It's how the real hair works, but he is not real. The way his hair is on the underside. Maybe. I mean, I think he dyed his hair purple. Well, the main reason I think he also dyed his hair purple is with the thing that has body jacked him. Which, it will be very interesting if they do go... I don't think Mousehold is OP. Like, Mousehold is a Pokemon that does get, like, semi-routinely blown out of proportion for what it is. Maybe it's that Peach Juju. So what you're saying is, everything is just peachy. Maybe Kira get him, but it's not his hairline. Hermit purple? Hermit purple? Egg. I require egg. It is dangerous to go alone. Take egg. I have acquired egg. Right now, he's not pulling off that hairline. Don't bully Lil Dude. I mean, from presumably Things Temper, you will be able to invite Kieran to the BB League. So, regardless of what happens at the end of the storyline, Kieran will still be an omnipresent thing. Yeah, I love Cramorant. It's just funny. Like, Cramorant is one of those things that we need more Pokemon that are just, they're silly. They're not, like, super overpowered. They're not broken. Bro got the forehead of Ash mixed up with meta. That's dangerous amounts of forehead showing. Oh, no. No. Don't be too mean. I'm actually debating whether or not Houndstone is better than Hisuian Zoroark. I'm debating. I would say Houndstone is much better than Hisuian Zoroark. If the debate is Houndstone or Hisuian Zoroark, I will always say go for Houndstone. I'll be so happy to just deal with them. Yeah, I think that honestly, like, the amount of story they're actually putting into DLC 1 and DLC 2, I mean, if I referred the Indigo Disc and I referred the Teal Mask as DLC 1 and DLC 2, apologies. I'm so used to the days of Call of Duty Zombies where no one ever actually said, oh yeah, I can't wait for the Apocalypse DLC with Origins. I can't wait for the Resurrections DLC with Moon. No, they just said, I can't wait for DLC 1, I can't wait for DLC 2, I can't wait for DLC 3. And after, like, 5 years of that, it was like, I never shook that habit. I have both as shiny, so that's why I am asking. Yeah, I'd recommend the Houndstone. Houndstone is good, boy. Houndstone is good, doggo. I am so glad they did not go the route of Mabostiff. I am so glad they did not go the route of Mabostiff evolves into Houndstone. Blech. Words are hard. It's like random, but does anyone else think Houndstone would have been... I think Ghost Ground would have been way too overpowered on it. Like, I think Ghost Ground would have been insane. Because at that point, you've got Sand Rush. At that point, you've got, like, what, Stab Earthquake, Stab Dig. And you can run Fluffy without needing to run Sand. Like, that would be insane. That was a mercy on... It's like with them not giving Dragapult Shadow Claw. That was a mercy on us as players. Yeah, combine the last respects. Try talking clearly next time.
I fully acknowledge my skill issues, Ash. Unlike you, who doesn't.
It's random. I mean, I don't think it's that random. First thing I want to hunt is Zekrom. Fun. I would like to shiny hunt for Zekrom, because I've already got shiny Reshiram. I would like to get Kyurem and Zekrom to finish the Tau Trio. Though, unfortunately, because Ash is here, this will, sadly, unfortunately, very much, regrettably, need to be a no good Pokemon zone. Because, sadly, our dear friend, the Forehead Queen, Ash, cannot tolerate good Pokemon's existence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this triggers you, Ash. I'm sorry if this triggers you. Oh, it's fine. Delightful. Delightful. Let's see. So, are you looking forward to the DLC? I do. I'm very much looking forward to the. What was we going on? I mean, last was actually Bulldoze. I didn't care what other movie. I don't actually know what Houndstone's moves are. A dark in your heart, also look forward to hearing. Yeah, you're the worst human on the planet. Debatable, Ash. Debatable. I can think of several individuals that could beat me for that spot. However, listing any of them would instantly get this video flagged out the butt. Archer, you stop with those lies. Archer. Archer, no. That is incorrect for a variety of reasons. Number one among them is I am straight. The second is I don't want Midnight chasing me down all the way from Texas up to where I am, alright? I do not want to deal with Midnight. Literally the attack wife. I can leave, so oh, you can have spoilers. I don't mind. No, Archer, no. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are great. This is too good. Meta, if Midnight chases you, good luck. Well, now, first up, I am straight. I mean, number one, that's Chief Prime. The second is Sly's already married. I don't want to deal with this. His wife is a self-admitted yandere, alright? Like, I would still say the straight part is more important than the fact that his wife is a self-admitted yandere, alright? Anyone else agree with me on that statement? Like, anyone? This is why I love you guys. This is why I love you guys. Thank you, Grass. Thank you very much. We try. Again, there's no breaks here. It's just all nonsense, all shenanigans, all chaos at all times. It's still strange to imagine that about 2 years ago, I recorded all of my videos with me sounding like I had a stick up my ass. It was so stiff. It was so matter-of-fact. It was so analytically bland compared to where I am today. It's like, if you go and you watch some of the older videos from the channel from like the Metroid Samus Returns series and prior, it's like almost monotone, just bland, no funny. It's just, it's bland. And I was like, yeah, no, there's actually like a degree of levity. I don't need to try. I am just naturally funny. Fair enough, Roost. Hello there, main man Jacob Flew. Welcome in. How are you doing? I believe so, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Midnight's not kind of Jade. She is very. You don't, much like Ash, you don't know Midnight well. You don't know Midnight as well as you think you do. She is self-admitted. Ah, those chats are fun. Chats was liar fun. There are two things that can set Midnight off. One is flirting with Sly. The other is saying Giratina does not deserve head pats, which Giratina deserves head pats and Giratina deserves hugs. All right. Just remember, Sly is a denier of head pats to Giratina. Giratina did nothing wrong, and I will not yield on that statement. Giratina did nothing wrong. All Giratina did was exist. And it's great, and those few people should be the Joker block. I know Midnight more than you think. We've had long conversations. And yet you didn't know she was a yandere. And yet you didn't know she was a yandere, Ash. I have several questions. Ignore the fact that ignoring the fact that I'm calling you, it definitely isn't important. I mean, I'm just a Let's Playing robot. I'm not a human. I just plug into the wall. Exactly, Temper. See, you would get along well with Midnight. Giratina is just wants friend. She is! Ask her yourself, Ash. She will say she is. Then she is self-admitted, okay? That is directly from her stating it. All right? Yes, I refuse to look at the Discord, Jade. I don't want whatever cursed memes you've sent me until after I'm off camera. Should I make a houndstone that's turned around since it's on the... That's a good idea. I would say that or dark for its Terra type. Because that way it's only weak to, well, initially it's only weak to dark and ghost, and then instantly Terra dark, you're now resistant to both ghost and dark. Okay, but she has still said she is. I will still say whatever she says is law. I need to mute your machine gun talk stream for a minute. Alright. Fair enough, Roast. But I'm waiting for you to join. I will not join the VC, Jade! I will not join VC! And just to punctuate it, mute. I'm muting the PC so I can't hear it. I will not join the VC. Sly already joined VC. We've already had one interruption so far. We've already had one interruption to the stream already. Provided by Sly Man of Boomer. I was like, what are the mods do exclamation mark Boomer so everyone can see the boomerang clip again? Everyone needs to see that boomerang clip. It's too perfect. Hey, do you know what I mean? Like Dino Kick and Nuggies? Check Discord. Ash, you haven't seen Jurassic Park. You have not seen Jurassic Park. You must have seen Jurassic Park to be qualified to enter potential voice chat. And to get your doom. Yes! Correct, Archer. Thank you, Kayla. Yes, from the Sly Guy stream. Hello there, Cat Dragon. It's that man Sly of Boom Guy. That's just meta. You gave me no choice, Cynthia. Time. See, here's the thing, Jade. I don't fear Cynthia. I don't fear her. What does Jurassic... You said Dino Chicken Nuggies! You brought dinosaurs into the conversation, Ash. You brought dinosaurs into the equation. Okay? Hello, Damien Elton. How you doing? Welcome back. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you already sent him DM, Roger. That's why I don't want to check what the DMs are, Jade. But fine, I will check the DMs. Just to amuse you. Just to humor you, I will check them. Jurassic World Lost, Fallen Kingdom was... Yeah. Like, my order of Jurassic Park movies goes this. Like, I love The Lost World. Like, for me, if I was to watch a Jurassic Park movie, it would go, I would watch the Lost World, original Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park 3, then Jurassic World. The other two, trash. Jade, we need to have a talk. Do not send the Cynthia spinning leak gif. I've seen that gif before. I actually love that gif. Then check your DMs, you absolutely cataclysmic seventh head. Wow, Ash. Wow. Subtlety does not exist. Then again, when you're that short, you can't do subtlety. Don't ask how I got that magnificent specific one. I don't want to know, Jade. I don't want to know. Like the only good thing about Jurassic World Dominion is it did right by my boy Allosaurus. Allosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. They actually had a good Allosaurus in that movie, so it at least gets a semi-pass. When are you not angry with me, Ash? Okay, I would like to ask, when are you not angry with me? That is your default state of being. Also, I want to ask if you have a good nickname. I want to ask if... I want to ask you if a nickname I have for Sly is good. You okay to... Yes! Exactly. I'm nice when you don't insult Unova. Also nice typo, forehead. Also nice typo with your skill issues. Answers like... I already answered Sly's VC! We already had the boomer! We already had the boomer on here! Oh my gosh, why are you doing this, guys? You always insult Unova, Ash, even if you just think it. Oh my gosh, why do you keep doing this?
But I think my most hated weapon is Scarlet.
Hey, Jackwagon. Why with the ring again? Jade told me to answer the call.
What is your chat heckin' doing?
I don't know!
What is going on with your chat?
I don't know! I don't question it because I don't want to know!
Yeah, what? You gotta stop their madness. They're going
I
crazy.
try, it doesn't work.
Your chat sounds like it's turning into my chat. You can't...
No, my chat's at least unified against you. My chat likes me at the very least.
Okay, that's fair.
I still win. We love Sly Guy. Can someone please go grab Sly Guy's link, please? Can we just drop Sly Guy's link, please? Ugh. We actually getting really warm in this. Egg. Don't ask questions. This is why it's better to not ask questions, Temper. We might get Unova game. I hope we do. I would love a Unova game. And again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more things. We're probably going to do something with Sly Guy in the future again at some point. Because it is very much entertaining to do, like, another series with Sly Guy. Which reminds me, someone, go yell at Sly and ask him when the next Are You Smarter Than a Pokatuber is going to happen. Because I don't know, because he hasn't mentioned the one with me, Timmy, going up yet. Which, it's been about a month. And like the last one with Jakey took about a month to go through. He's still on that same timetable. It's great. But yeah, Temper. Sly and I are part of a draft league of a bunch of Poketubers. And the first season I was there, Sly beat me in the semifinals. And then I beat the entire league last season. So this season, Sly and I really wanted to go up against one another last season, but we never ended up going against each other. So next season, he's going to be out for blood against me. It's just going to be an all-out bloodbath. Most of the I'll have to look it up later. Yeah, I'd recommend going and watching EVL Season 5 and EVL Season 6. But watch EVL Season 6 first, because EVL Season 6 was the one that I won. Yeah. Yeah, you are, Archer. You've doomed me. Just remember, Archer.
If I'm doomed, you'll never be able to get another Maxis stream again. Just remember.
Pick your battles carefully. Rooting for you, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be great next season, because next season we're moving into Scarlet Violet. And drafting is actually gonna be in about a week. Actually, yeah, drafting starts the 18th. So a week from today begins drafting for the EBL season 7. It's gonna be glorious. I just hope. Yeah, Ash is also part of the EBL, so it's Ash, Timmy B, myself, Pokepidge, Game RUs, Jakey XY, the Doorman, Mike the Quick, Draconic, Matt Portafact, Kanto Kage, a few other people. I'm listing a few of them. Parker. Oh, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Yeah, last season we won. Last season was a good one. Last season actually was in Sword and Shield. But it is very good to be now in Sword. It's now good to be in Scarlet Violet, because there's a lot of fun stuff I want to be doing this season. Plus, it's good to just not need to deal with Dynamaxing anymore, because as much as I did like Dynamaxing in doubles, it was not good. Anime, stop with the lies. Too many Easter eggs at that point towards Unova. I don't think that they're Easter eggs. I think it's just series in-jokes. But the Unova Legendary is being known highlights in the Blueberry Academy trailer. It wasn't just the Unova Dragons that got a highlight. We also got the the Ghost Horse and the Ice Horse, among others. They highlighted Rayquaza, they highlighted Suicune. They highlighted a bunch of other Pokemon as well, like with their own special spotlight ones. It wasn't just the Unova Dragons. So it is important to kind of always temper that. Hey, would anyone mind doing a double battle against me? I'm in danger. Yeah, it's always best like to temper expectations, just and not like selectively spot certain things, because they did give other Pokemon within that trailer. Cubfu was another one that they gave a special, like, focus on. Anyway, they also started with Suicune. Before it went into the big montage, they started with the Ghost Horse and the Ice Horse, so. They probably finished out with the Unova Dragons just because they're doing a thing right now of the Yaldabaoth, the Time-Space Dragons, and from what we can tell, it doesn't seem like the Generation 6 trio is gonna be there. So it's probably just they were the only remaining legendaries, like the only remaining big box art legendaries, because we saw Solgaleo, we saw Lunala, we saw Ho-Oh-Lugia, Groudon, and Kyogre in the big montage. We saw the legendary beasts as well as the Swords of Justice. And the only thing that leaves for a group of legendaries was the Tau Dragons. So it was very likely a process of elimination where they know how to market. Yeah, Blueberry Academy is close to Unova. But also remember, Paldea is close to Kalos. Galar is close to Kalos. There was nothing to do with the DLCs that dealt with Kalos. Like, no one would be happier than I. No one would be happier than I for them to do a Unova remake. Unova is my favorite region in the entire Pokemon series. I am only missing one game from the Unova quadrilogy, which is I'm missing the Pokemon White 2 version. I love Unova. I would be ecstatic if they had Unova remakes. But I'm keeping expectations not super overhyped, because there is nothing that feels worse than building up expectations to, like, absurdly high degrees, and then just deflating like a giant balloon when something doesn't materialize. That's why I keep the expectations deliberately kneecapped, just so It's a self-defense coping mechanism in a way. Like, I would love it if they do Unova remake. But it's... Because there's been times where previously I got really hyped for something that just never materialized. I remember back in the day, I loved the sprites. I will still say that the sprite art in Black and White and Black and White 2, they should have kept that. They never should have gone to 3D models. They should have stayed with those animated sprites. They should have stayed with that for the rest of the series. Imagine how awesome things would be if they stuck with 2D sprite art into the modern games. Imagine that. Now, it would have made open world Pokemon games pretty much a non-existent possibility. But, I mean, our style would have been way better. In my opinion. Meta, I wish you luck at Meta comes for you. Yeah. I'll need more than luck if midnight starts coming for me. Midnight is one. I am less than 100 meters in closing. Start running fast. Start running now. Run. Oh no, I'm in danger. I am in danger. This has been fun. This has honestly been just freaking fantastic. I'm so glad that we finished the Milotic family today. That just leaves the vanity project that is Archaludon. Because tomorrow we're going for Mimikyu. I might try for that. I think they could have for sure. I love looking at fan-made stuff with 3D characters. The recent stuff yes. There's a charm to... Actually, speaking of pixel art. At my old college dorm room, one of the people in there, they made a whole bunch of these little, I don't know what they're called, but like they're those little, like, circular, well, not circular, like, they're like the cylinder bead things that you put on those little, like, pegboards. You put wax paper on top, and on the bottom you use, like, little, an iron, and then you sort of, like, melt them all together. I have a whole bunch of these. There's a bunch of just different Pokemon from different generations, and it's just, I love it. Like, just the pixel art in Pokemon is just, it's chef's kiss. Like, it goes so hard. I probably could go dig out the rest of them at some point, because I have a bunch of them. It's like, I have a Torterra family. I have the Torterra family. I think I have the entirety of the Sinnoh starters. I believe I have all the Tabus. There's a Beyond one. I'm gonna go grab some of the other ones. They're so cool. I love them. Where are they? Ah, there they are. What, the Allosaurus is guarding them. There we go. Yeah, I've so freaking many of them. Yeah, Infernape. Like, they look so good. I love them. Altaria, like Roost's favorite Pokemon. Chimchar. Best starter. You know, Tapu Lele, and Tapu Fini. They're so great. They even got like a bunch of like Pokeball ones. Like they made like the Apricorn Pokeballs. It's like they're so great. It's like I can't even imagine how long it took to. Oh my god! I gotta show this one. I have to show this one. Alolan Executor. It's too powerful. Like, I cannot even imagine how long it took to, like, place everything individually, get everything to line up right. Something about seeing how cute the little pixels are at parties. It is. It's so satisfying just seeing the outline, like, oh yeah, I see the outline of the Pokemon, and it's something you don't have in the mind. I do like, you know, let me just get rid of my face for a second. Like, I do love, like, the little Volcarona sprite right there. But it's so much more high definition. Like, even with how, like, little it is, you know, it's still a fairly well-defined thing. It's not really sprite art to the same degree. You know, I love it. You know, I would love nothing more than, like, more sprite art things. But unfortunately, we probably aren't going to get, like, a sprite art style Pokemon game ever again. It's hard to make pixel art digitally. Well, I mean, with beads, I think it would probably be significantly easier, because every single bead could represent a single pixel. So it's like, okay, pixel, you know, you have a grid. Alright, so pixel, you know, over 20 up 7 is, you know, red. Pixel over 20 up 6 is orange, and you know, do it like that. Which, I mean, well, then again, for certain art things, like certain art softwares, you can go one pixel fill at a time. But, yeah, I mean, the dedication of people to make pixel art is just insane. I do not know how, like, I mean, I have ADD, so I would lose focus extremely quickly, which is why I have the utmost respect for people who can do stuff like that. Hello there, Omar. Mr. Omar. Mr. Omar. Okay, director. That's true. That's true. Duraludon eats Mecha Robo-Godzilla. Actually, how many boxes have I done so far? Because I've done a bare minimum of 8 boxes of eggs today just off screen for this. So, well, actually no, 8 boxes, then 2 more boxes, so 10 in total. I want to know how many I've done so far. Dura. It's a Dura. Okay. Okay, so this is 11 boxes, 11 and a half minimum. So we are over odds. We are very much into over odds territory for Dura. Which I'm okay with, because I do love Dura. Like, we got Milotic under odds. I'm more than happy to accept it in over odds hit to the stomach when it comes to Dura. I just want to get it before the DLC releases. That's all I want. Which is what I'm hoping to get. Like, I will brute force this off screen. Be prepared for my friend to DM you about what I said earlier. I am very prepared. I am always prepared. My body is ready, to quote Reggie Fils-Aimé. I am ready. Eventually, we're probably going to have to move back into shiny hunting and Sword and Shield at some point. But, I mean, at that point, I feel like Sword and Shield is going to become retro then. But then again, there's a bunch of stuff I can... I'll likely do for a ton of the DLC. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be looking forward to it. Which, I mean, I am. I love Dura. I am a huge fan of my metal machines. To quote one of my favorite Sabaton songs, "Come suck my metal machine." Which also pairs up well with my favorite insult, "Go suck a railroad spike." If anything ever infuriates you, just know you can always just say, "Go suck a railroad spike" to it. They don't know what it means. But it doesn't matter, they don't know what it means. All that matters is you know what it means. And maybe even then, you don't know what it means. Who wins? 10 crusty large men or 1 hypothetical crispy butter dude? Hypothetical crispy butter dude. Because they're a chat. Hypothetical crispy butter dude is an absolute giga chat. Classy, exactly. We're getting along very, very well, Pepper. We're gonna get along very, 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 very well. It's been good. Today's been a good day. I mean, I have way too much to do to get my team ready as well as farm for Urban Mystica. I still need to get some. My Urban Mystica stockpiles have not recovered since the Eevee event. And I really regret shiny hunting all those Eevee. Because that was a huge time sink. But also just like I used probably in the ballpark of 30 to 40 Urban Mystica on that thing. Yes, I agree. This has been fun. I'm so glad we met. Sometimes the YouTube algorithm eventually like brings together some people that mesh very well together. Sometimes it works. Egg. It is dangerous to go alone. I offer you this egg. You know what's a really, really dark thing I was just about to say? Do I want to have eggs tomorrow for breakfast? Because, like, I was just thinking, do I actually want to go and have, like, make myself some scrambled eggs? That's dark. What does that mean, meta? My lips are sealed at you. Lips are sealed. Yeah, like, I mean, for me, breakfast, like, egg breakfast is always great, but I need to also have something quick tomorrow because we're starting at 8:30 in the morning. So, I don't really have time to make a big breakfast because I need to, you know, of course, make the eggs, clean the pan, and, you know, put everything away. It takes me a fair amount of time to actually, like, get going in the morning. Like, I'm literally like Reggie Gigas. I have slow start. It takes me about an hour to actually wake up. So it's like, I need, like, I probably have, like, something small. If the vegans are mad that the chickens have families, order the family bucket. Oh my gosh, that's so messed up, Blorb. Oh, that's a dark joke, but I like that. That is such a... That's a Mudkip level joke. And I do not disapprove. The control scheme for this game differs from Scarlet Violet, and it's a bit weird at times. But I am mastering it. Oh, you'll not find a definition for Suck a Railroad Spike. You won't find it. I made that up. Mudkip, what the hell is it that you sent? Okay, nice. Marooner's Bay. Okay, we got a wild card rotation. Fun. Oh my gosh, that is messed up, Blorb. Like it. The funny thing is, we just had KFC a few nights ago, so it's like not wrong. It's like it's vaguely topical. They aren't exactly. I think a farm with chickens and Pokemon has killed egg eating. Really? Interesting. Yeah, for me, like, I just like eggs too much. I just got my doctor test results, and I'm not gonna be a doctor. Eliminate the bloodline. Yeah, just a bucket of fried chicken. Eliminate the bloodline. Do either way. Probably not. That's probably not gonna fly. Remember, we have so much merch ideas. I don't even know which one to start with. Like, where do fish live? What chicken in the Pokemon? Wonder what chicken. Blaziken. Blaziken is chicken in the Pokemon world. It's pre-made KFC. It's already fried. It is already pre-fried chicken. Is it not? It's a chicken. Of course it won't fly. It's dead. I mean, I don't even think chickens do fly. I thought chickens were flightless birds. Like the ostrich. Well, I mean, well, they were bred to not be able to fly, or like their wings are clipped or something. Flying stars are so rare. Yep. Starts are so rare. Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense. Yeah, starters or something. And then, one of the things that I do love is how certain games, like, oh yeah, starters are very rare, and there's like, there is in the wild everywhere. They can, but not great distances. I've been looking back at Romeo and Juliet, some hilarious context line. Yes! That indeed has a lot of very good out of context. Okay, Romeo and Juliet kind of is a little bit of a funny, like, thing with me, because when we had to read Romeo and Juliet and, like, read it in English class, twice I was selected to read characters' lines, like, a page before said character gets game ended. And I was like, really? This is the second time, like, and the funny thing is the person that game ended me got the same parts twice. Like, really, this is the second time you've done this to me. The second time. And then we also just watched, like, ridiculous Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet when they're in, like, freaking modern day Italy. It's like, oh my god, it was so... that class was kind of a trip. Hello there, Chucky, how are you doing? I'm thinking about Dipplin. Well, I don't think it will get an evolution. I don't believe Dipplin is gonna get an evolution. I think it's gonna get something new in its toolkit with the Indigo disc, but I don't think it's gonna get an evolution. Just... Blorb, just eat the bear. Do not eat the bear. Don't eat the bear. Don't fear the reap bear. Now I have Blue Oyster Cult Don't Fear the Reaper just blasting in my head over and over on repeat. Which is not a bad thing. I love Blue Oyster Cult's music. They're good. But yeah, I don't think that it's gonna be getting an evolution, because the Eviolite should not work that way. The Eviolite, unless the Pokemon has an evolution in the Pokedex already, as in, like, there is an allotted slot within the present Pokedexes. So there would need to be a Dex entry spot in the Kitakami Pokedex or within the Paldea Dex for a hypothetical Dipplin evolution for the Eviolite to work. That's why things like Hisuian Sliggoo, Hisuian Sneasel, they can't use the Eviolite because their evolution does not have a Dex entry. They need to have a Dex entry for it to work, and Dipplin's evolution doesn't. So, the Eviolite is bugged. Now, we don't know why there's something we don't know why something about it is bugged, but it is something. Something with the coding is out of whack involving Dipplin, and it's weird. But what about it is the weirdness we don't really know yet. I would be hyped if they gave it a form that only Kieran could trigger, like Blood Moon or Ursula. The only good one. So something a bit like Eternamax Eternatus. Which kind of is what I was thinking for a while, is like it's a specific only form he gets access to. Sort of like Mother Beast Lusamine was back in regular Sun and Moon, only you actually get to fight it this time, which would be awesome. The biggest thing about Sun and Moon I don't like is you never get to fight Mother Beast Lusamine, like the actual Pokemon that is the Nihilego. It's just, oh yeah, no, I just have fancy Pokeball throw animations. Like, why, I wanted to fight giant mutant Nihilego monster. Nihilego my ego. I want to fight that thing. Just let me fight the demon jellyfish. Watch people get all hyper on them to finally patch the DLC. Yeah, that's what I'm honestly waiting for, Temper. Like, that is the exact reason I do not overbuild my expectations to anything. It's why when I made my video on, like, the Dipplin evolution, I spent kind of 2/3 of it going into a lot of the problems with there being an evolution, and that there are some things that could suggest there is an evolution for it, but like the later 2/3 are like, these are kind of the big issues with it we've kind of been ignoring. I mean, Nihilego is not that. I mean, Nihilego is very strong. Nihilego is very much a strong Pokemon. It's just the one big glaring issue with its non-existent physical defense and its crippling weakness to ground. But most of the best Pokemon have had quad weaknesses. And, I mean, Ultra Beasts are quite good. Nihilego is not as high profile as something like Kartana, but it's nothing to scoff at. 1, 2, pop, boom, kill demon jellyfish. Here's a demon jellyfish. Yes, I wish you could have fought the jellyfish monster. It would have been great. Fight the jellyfish. As Kieran Stan, I love Hydra Full to be real and got legit thing. I'm pretty sure something in the state of mind we just don't know what comes out. I don't think that there is anything for about an evolution for it. I mean, again, it would be cool if it does get an evolution. But it does present a bit of an oddity when it comes to split evolutionary families. They've never given one branch as preferred over the other, which would be a huge break in trend. Ground Fairy would be terrifying, Glorb. That would be a nightmare scenario for everything in existence. That would be terrifying. Okay, we are working on our last things of egg. Yeah, we went over this a while ago. Yeah, we went over the thing a while ago. It comes out at like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. our time for ESD. ESD gang. Exactly, that's why it's nightmare-inducing, Blorb. Fire, poison, and steel is the thing that helps prevent Fairy from just destroying everything. Oh, that's nightmare. That's why I was so glad when Hidden Power went away. So Fairies couldn't use Hidden Power. Fairy resists steel, but also... I mean, is there a Fire Fairy type? I don't think there is. I mean, Fire Fairy would be theoretically quite good. Fire has a lot of things for neutral damage. Now, I'm gonna get bodied by fire types entirely, but I'm letting the fire get hit apart. I mean, Heatran bodies that into next year, but again, it's... I mean, Heatran is Heatran, and it is... Who is your team gonna be? My team is gonna probably be Iron Thorns, Ogerpon, Glamora, Promet, Arboliva, and Veluza is probably my team. There be no Fire Fairies yet. No Fire Fairies presently. Unfortunately. Yeah, I have a feeling... Well, the thing is, they couldn't even really data mine anything because the updates for Pokemon Home haven't been put out yet. So, like, the only way they could have data mined things is they actually hacked into, like, Nintendo's things, because the information for the DLC is not on any of the Switches yet. They haven't put that up. They've realized they can't really release stuff like that until it gets closer, because people are just going to data mine it. Which, I mean, never let it be said Game Freak doesn't learn. Game Freak does learn. They take a while to catch on, but they do learn. Surprised there's not one. I mean, most Fairy Fire types back with Mystical Fire and most other moves that. Yeah, but Mystical Fire is not very strong. Mystical Fire is a tech move designed to decrease special attack. Heatran is my favorite. I love Heatran. We are big fans of Melty Face, the Melt Hole Machine. We are very big fans of our Melt Hole Machine. And everything was going great for Heatran. And then Ogerpon Fire exists with Mold Breaker. Yeah, something to consider. I mean, maybe they did really hack into their stuff. I mean, the other thing is leaking Pokemon, like, leaking anything regarding a Pokemon game before it is officially released is also mega illegal. Which is one of the reasons why I don't trust leaks. Like, Game Freak and a Pokemon Company, if you do manage to actually get leaks, will game end you. Like, there is no weaseling. Like, you will be game ended. I love Ogerpon. It is just hammer gremlin. Just bonk. Like, it is worth remembering. Ogerpon legit killed the Loyal 3 historically. They were they were canonically game ended. The Teal Mask legitimately revived them. Because when Kieran punches the post on the shrine, that revived them because the Teal Mask has, like, life-giving abilities. Yeah. Remember, this is a grass type. Using a grass type move. Game ending 3 poison types. Just to put that in perspective. Ogerpon is terrifying and adorable, and I love it. Like, one of my friends, when they first saw Ogerpon's face behind the mask, they said, Ogerpon is adorable, she could have done nothing wrong, Ogerpon was framed. It's like, that's great. I do very much like that they did role reversal the Tale of Momotaro. Because in the Tale of Momotaro, the 3 animals are like the aids to the hero. And Ogerpon is supposed to be the Oni in the Tale of Momotaro. Like, no, they role reversal it. The Oni is the villain. And in this one, the Oni is the hero. It's like, I like that. I like that for the script. It's like you said. Game end you for leakers, does that mean? Yes! Game end is a euphemism. Game end is euphemism. Exactly. Ogerpon was innocent. Ogerpon, like Giratina. Like, welcome to the group of legendaries who did nothing wrong and get blamed for everything. Giratina, meet your new friend Ogerpon. Like, the thing about the amount of story focus they've put in DLC 1 with the Teal Mask, it bodes very well for future Pokemon games because it shows the devs are aware players actually want more story. Like, they put a fairly major amount of focus on actually making you know, will I say that it's the most in-depth, intricate, cerebral plot in existence? Heck no. But when you compare the story of the Scarlet Violet and the Indigo Disc and Teal Mask and what we know so far, with, of course, the Teal Mask storyline we have presently, there's a lot more within this story than a lot of other Pokemon. There is more story and character development within just the Teal Mask than some entire other Pokemon games. So, they're putting a fairly large amount of time, comparatively to before, on actually making a good story. Well, they're running a battle like that would be terrifying. Just battle dragon. That's terrifying. Yeah, I want to be more able to get into the world and interact with the characters, more of the dialogue options, though. I feel like, well, when you say like a dialogue option, do you mean like you get like 2 or 3 different dialogues and then there's different responses that give different entire conversations? I feel like that would be really, really a lot to ask. Giratina is not god of the underworld. Giratina is simply the embodiment of antimatter. Giratina did nothing wrong. Hammer Gremlin. Hammer Gremlin. Like, what was it with Scarlet Violet and Hammer Gremlins? We got Ogerpon and we got Tinkaton. Someone was very fond of Hammer Gremlins. And I would like to know why, if they can get a medal. Egg. Oh, there's so many eggs in this thing today. Oh, this is fun. So even just different options you could save if the responses. Didn't they do that in Scarlet Violet? Where there were like a few responses for certain text options? I could be remembering that entirely wrong though. So I feel like there were some times you did have different text options. The option to at least not continue lying to Kira would have been nice. Well, wasn't there an option to tell Kieran the truth, but you got interrupted before you could say anything? Because didn't Carmine, like, interrupt you before you could say anything? Like, they really make you screw over Kieran. There are 2 options, the same response, but a few different ones. Ah. Yeah, my memory of the Teal Mask, because we blasted through the opening part of the Teal Mask. So I don't really remember that. Yeah, Karma. Yeah, okay. Like, on the one hand, I kind of can understand why Carmine, because to her perspective, you know, if you tell Kieran the truth, he might go to the top of Oni Mountain on his own, which is the top of a Pokemon-infested mountain, when Kieran doesn't really know where to go as much, could get lost on a mountain with no help. Which historically is not a good combination of things. Like, it would be the equivalent to us trying to go hiking in a giant mountain right a few miles. Like, remember, the Pokemon settlements are shrunken down for in-game playability. In reality, something like Kitakami Hall would be massive. Go at night, but he doesn't have a Rotom phone. But what saves the player when they fall? A Rotom phone. I mean, you also have plot armor. I mean, you have plot armor, and you also have either Cyborg Future Dragon or Primordial Dino Dragon. So you've got more than a few things that can keep you safe. Kieran has the apple on a stick, as well as plot armor. You do have plot armor. The greatest of all forms of protection, plot armor. Grade A plebtonium plot armor. You look off the neuropath leading to the dread den. Yeah, like Carmine was looking out for Kieran, but just not like. I honestly think the way Carmine handled that is very believable considering how siblings can be. She was looking out for Kieran, and like to her it made sense what she was doing. She wanted to keep him safe. But to him, it doesn't look that way. Even though we can like, yeah, she could have gone about it a lot better, but she does want to keep her little brother safe. So she did the right thing for the wrong reason in the wrong way. But her intentions were still good. Which again, you know, families are rarely fully cohesive and everyone makes the best decisions. That's not how families work. That's not how families do. They do dumb things only, yeah. Yes, plot armor for that. Imagine if a character whose whole gimmick was based around plot armor. Well, welcome to all characters, Glorb. Yeah, I know he's incapable and thinks he's capable, but Carmine didn't just work with him. Anyway, yeah. Again, it's she's doing what she thinks is the right thing, even if it is the wrong thing to do. Which I do like that there are questionable decisions being made on all sides. You know, it's there's no definitive Kieran just being dumb and doing stupid things when everyone else is doing the factually correct thing. Everyone's making mistakes. Everyone has a little bit of fault on them own. I like that. No one is blameless completely. Angry vibration. Yeah, Carmine just freaking vibrates in anger. She's angry vibration tsundere. Being a sibling. Yeah. That's how siblings work. When it comes to siblings, you can have the best intentions, you can do what you think is right, but your younger siblings or older, they're never gonna listen to you. Like, unless something catastrophic happens, they're never gonna listen. That's just how siblings work. Which I think is a very believable way of doing that. In character and just in the way families behave, that makes a lot of sense. Like, he would do that. Okay, so 6 more eggs. Like, I like the way they did it from a story perspective, but from a character perspective, it definitely was not a good thing to do. But again, that's what kind of makes it a good story perspective thing. I like it. I'm a younger sibling and I feel... I'm also the younger sibling, so it's like, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, I mean, younger siblings tend to be stubborn to a fault. Like, younger siblings, head made of brick. You can't get through that skull. Like, good luck getting through that head. Like, good luck reasoning with them. It does not work. I hate when people say, did nothing wrong. I think it was kind of a... It was! It very much was that. It was very much a dick move. I think that was the intention, was like... I think Pokemon Company's intention was very much to have the characters make mistakes, because the kind of motif of the entire story of Scarlet Violet, both with the main story and with so far in the Teal Mask, it's characters making mistakes. It is making mistakes and how you deal with your own past. Like, do you run from it? Do you try to confront it head on and fix it? And, you know, how do you handle the consequences of that? And that you can't really handle things like that on your own. You need, you know, friends who will help you overcome those problems. Which narratively makes a lot of sense that they would have, you know, Carmine do that with that greater narrative of making mistakes and then going and fixing those mistakes after you realize what the problem is. Which I do like. Like, again, they're putting a lot of focus on characters, on story, which is fantastic, which works very well for future games. It only took Pokemon Company over a decade to realize we really liked that the Black and White did good story things. You know, it only took them over a decade to realize that. Well, then again, this was in development about a decade after Black and White release, so yeah. Because it came, I mean, it released over a decade after, but no, it makes sense. Then again, I do use my thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, we mean well, even if we don't do well. I had to get some more water. But I also think we're probably going to be ending off soon. This has been fun. I love Rivals being the more friends. Thank you! Someone else agrees with me, Temper. That's why I hate Blue. Like, I do not like Blue as a character. He's a dick. Like, there is nothing that infuriates me more in a game than when you beat a character and they refuse to acknowledge that they lost. Like, that, like, I like Beatty because there is a point where Beatty acknowledges you are better than him. And that I love. I love it when a character is like, you beat me. Like, you just outclassed me. There is nothing more satisfying for me. And it's not even just like videos, it's like any series as a whole. That's one of the reasons I love in Yu-Gi-Oh! Why I love Kaiba. Because you see Kaiba going, practicing, making a better deck every time he battles with Yugi. It's like, he's better than me. I need to beat him. And I love that. Like, I love that acknowledgement of, I've been outclassed. I need to step up. Alright. We are not gathering. Actually, no, we're not going to gather more eggs. We're going to be ending off after we finish these eggs with this next batch of 10 eggs. He is this under. Yes, he is. He very much is. Yeah, Nimona felt very tacked on. Because, like, Penny and Arven had, like, very, very complete story arcs. Nimona as a character just kind of exists. They really didn't do... They could have done a lot... I am glad of all three of the main initial rivals, she is kind of the one that fell by the wayside. Because if they sacrificed, like, Arven's character or Penny's character and story for Nimona, not sure I would have liked that. Nimona? Yeah, I think that would be appropriate. Yeah, Nimona could have been a lot better. Which, I think it was more difficult to really give Nimona more of an impact on the story, because the story with Arven is like, you are working together with Arven. You have a common goal, and there's depth to his character. You know, why is he doing this? What is he going up against? You work together with him. With Penny, it's, you know, you're working with Penny to take down Team Star. You're uncovering what Team Star actually was. You're learning more about the individual people and why things went the way they did. With Nimona, it's like, you beat a couple of gyms, she shows up and she battles, she goes away, you beat a couple of gyms, she shows up, she battles, and just goes away. That's why they start their massive ability. Nimona is the third wheel. Penny and Arvin, basically Kieran is Kieran. Yandere. Yeah, she is battle girlfriend Yandere. Which she doesn't really act like. A lot of her mannerisms are not as like battle Yandere girlfriend things as much as like by looking at Carmine, you'd think Carmine was a Yandere, but her personality is more of a tsundere. Whereas like Nimona is like Nimona is more of like Yandere from her mannerism, like from her dialogue, but mannerisms wise, not as much. It's weird. Again, the freaking vibrating in anger that Carmine does never fails to me because it's not just her hands or arms that vibrate. It's just like the frame rate of vibration of like the rest of her body is so fast, the capture card doesn't pick it up. I think it's like 60 frames a second when the capture card's outputting at like 30. So like it doesn't pick up on all the vibration. Nimona hurt my brain. I like Nimona as a character because I can kind of relate to Nimona because, you know, me, I'm a very much a battle-focused player. I like battling with stronger and stronger opponents. And a lot of, like, the excitement that she feels when, like, you are someone who can challenge her as a rival. As someone who has always looked for people like that when it comes to battling, I can relate to that. It's like, yes, that is how I get about things. But that's a very hyper-specific thing for me. Carmine was mean to her brother because she also had it. Which is a crush on and was jealous. I mean, I think she had that even beforehand. Which I also don't disagree. I do not disagree on that temper. Which I love that thought line. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Give me my shiny dragon. Give me my shiny dragon, please. Like, I believe I actually have hatched more than 500 eggs today, just off screen. I did over 300 eggs today so far. Well, like, there's no way I did that. I did enough to get up to that. She trims extremely vigorously at 1/60th of a second. Vibrating faster than a camera's shutter. I do actually like Carmine's character. There's gonna be a lot to do in the DLC. 'Cause just looking at the trailers, there's a visible degree of horror and concern on her face. Like, she is worried about, she is very worried about Kieran. Which, again, big sibling instinct kicking in. But I do like. I'm not having a non-destruct with him, but ah, yeah, she is also a motor mouth. Nimona is very much a motor mouth. Which is relatable, because I am also similarly a motor mouth. Weird flex, I vibrate faster than the average camera shutter speed. I mean, the internet's full of weird flexes. Welcome to the modern day, buddy. Welcome to the modern world. Weird flexes are all that we do. Carmine was one of those characters they start hating and then love. Yep, exactly. Which is very, very well done. Like, when writers can do that, that's a sign of like, very good audience awareness. I appreciate her at the end admitting she couldn't. Yeah. I do like that. Like, I do like it when... Again, that's what I mean. A lot of the story and conflict within this game does come from just, like, misunderstandings and just not really, like... mistakes. And misunderstanding and mistake is like the main conflict of Scarlet Violet, and I do like they are kind of dealing with that more where, yeah, I made a colossal error. This is a bad idea. I like that. But that is all for today. We got a shiny Feebas. We hatched a bunch of eggs for Duraludon. We are now definitively over odds for Dura. It is time for us to go on a raid. Tomorrow we will be going live early for a Mimikyu shiny hunt, so tune in for that. Got some more Indigo disc things, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be delightful. Like Wednesday is gonna be, yeah. It's gonna be fun. Who do we raid? Who do we go and raid? There's a few people I think we could raid. Yeah, we're not gonna go raid. We're not gonna go raid Bald Gamer. Who did we raid? We raided Keith yesterday. You know what? Urban Mystic Collection Party. Brandon R24 is doing some Urba Mystica stuff. So I'm assuming they're doing a lot of terror raids for Urban Mystica. It was great chatting with you, Temper. So let's go raid Brandon R24. He's doing some Urban Mystica things, which I probably need to stock up on Urban Mystica as well. So I will see you tomorrow. It's gonna be great doing some Ultra Moon stuff. Good night,